Okay, so we just listened to 4 past life regressions, and it was the last one that was about fear of spiritual commitment, but it was about going into the Pharaoh's cave and being buried alive. So what part of that really resonated with you? Because I saw you being activated or triggered in some way.
Yeah, it was definitely the fear of knowing that I was going to be buried alive.
Okay, so was it when they said that this is the last sound that you'll ever hear, and when they said that the doors were all going to be closed and there was no way of getting out?
And the rock was being brought down. And yeah.
And that's it. So yeah. So what does that bring when you go like this? What's that coming up in your body?
Just a sense of foreboding.
Yep.
A sense of panic.
Yeah.
A big panic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So even though I've got this sense of panic.
I've got this sense of panic.
And foreboding.
In
my whole body.
In my whole body.
When I remember.
That feeling.
Hearing those rocks being closed. I'm trapped. This is where I'll die. And I can feel the panic in my whole body.
And I have no choice.
I have no choice.
I've
been made to go
through this.
I accept myself anyhow. Even though I still have this pattern in my body. I thank my guides for giving me this experience. So that I can step through it. And dissolve it once and for all. Through all my lifetimes. Right back to the origin. I accept myself deeply and completely. That story really triggered me. And I'm grateful. Because now I can get rid of it. That foreboding feeling. That panic in my whole body. I'm going to die here. I'm going to suffocate. I've been closed in. They made me do it. I have no choice. That feeling of panic in my whole body. As I hear those rocks being put into place. There's no escape. I'm trapped. They made me do this. Some part of me agreed to this. But I feel like they made me. And I feel trapped. All the panic. I want to release it now. From all the cells in all of my bodies. All the way back to its origin. Dissolving it through all the multidimensional layers. Having it speak to the blueprint of my stem cells. Stepping back in time. Like a time traveller. Me now. With my orange top and my shorts. All the way back in time. To that me trapped. Letting her know. I'm her from the future. And you never really die. And I understand your panic. Your fear of dying. But I'm letting you know you haven't died. You never die. I'm you.
But don't let anybody tell you what to do.
anyone tell you what to do. I'm here to let you know. You're not alone. And you do have a say. In fact, before your incarnation. You chose to do this. Stepping through that feeling that they made you do it. You actually chose it.
You actually chose it. Yeah, that's me. Don't tell me what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Walk to the beat of my own drum.
Mm-hmm. That feeling.
That feeling.
Don't tell me what to do.
Don't tell me what to do.
I never realised that I chose it.
I never realised that I chose that.
Dissolving all the anger.
Dissolving all the anger.
All the resistance.
All the resistance.
Around people telling me what to do.
Around people telling me what to do. And telling others what to do too. Because they were my soul family.
Mm-hmm. They were my soul family.
And they didn't know what was happening.
They didn't know what was happening.
And then I feel a bit responsible too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like they were doing it for me as well.
I feel responsible too.
I feel responsible too.
But we were all in agreement.
But we were all in agreement.
It was our soul contract.
It was our soul contract.
We all agreed it.
We all agreed it.
We all agreed to go through it for our own lesson.
We all agreed to go through it for our own lessons.
There was no one telling anyone what to do.
There was no one telling anyone what to do.
We were all responsible.
We were all responsible.
Because we all chose it before we came.
Because we all chose it before we came.
For our own learning and lessons.
For our own learning and lessons.
And as I choose to connect with my higher self.
And as I choose to connect with my higher self.
I ask for my higher learning and wisdom.
I ask for my higher learning and wisdom.
Top of the head. My higher learning and wisdom.
My higher learning and wisdom.
I always have choice.
I always have choice.
It was my choice.
It was my choice.
I choose to step through the lesson.
I choose to step through the lesson.
And all the fear and panic.
And all the fear and panic.
All the responsibility.
All the responsibility. That's why I'm so responsible now.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's responsible for their own journey.
Everyone's responsible for their own journey.
They all have their own lessons.
They all have their own lessons.
That they chose.
That they chose.
Some more difficult than others.
Some more difficult than others.
But it's their journey.
But it's their journey.
Their lesson.
Their lesson.
I'm responsible for my own.
I'm responsible for my own.
And as I step through my own learning and lessons.
And I step through my own learning and lessons.
I help them step through theirs.
I help them step through theirs.
Releasing all my reactions.
Releasing all my reactions.
All my panic.
All my panic.
All my fears.
All my fears.
All my responsibility.
All my responsibility.
All my responsibility.
All my responsibilities.
I'm responsible for myself.
I'm responsible for myself.
I'm responsible for my journey.
Responsible for my journey.
Releasing my panic.
Releasing my panic.
Around what others tell me to do.
Around what others tell me to do.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
I never really die.
I never really die.
But I create great scenarios to step through.
I create great scenarios to step through.
And I choose to step through this one.
And I choose to step through this one.
Before I wet the whole of my front.
I still feel I was responsible for them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Where do you feel that? My heart, keep tapping. Feeling unsupported.
Feeling unsupported.
Feeling overwhelmed.
Feeling overwhelmed.
I feel responsible for them all.
I feel responsible for them all. I didn't take care of them.
I didn't take care of them.
And I have to take care of people now.
That feeling I have to take care of people.
I have to take care of people.
That feeling in my body and all of my cells.
That feeling in my body and all of my cells.
I have to take care of everybody.
I have to take care of everybody and make it right.
And make it right. I want to dissolve that all the way back to its origin.
I want to dissolve that all the way back to its origin.
Wherever it began.
Wherever it began.
In this life or another.
In this life or another.
Or in many.
Or in many.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
They're safe.
They're safe.
They chose their lessons.
They chose their lessons.
I'm not responsible.
I'm not responsible.
It's okay to care,
It's okay to care,
but I'm not responsible.
but I'm not responsible.
All my reactions
All my reactions
to what others are going through.
to what others are going through.
It's not my responsibility.
It's not my responsibility.
I can care,
I can care,
but it's not my responsibility.
but it's not my responsibility.
I can care.
I can care.
I can choose to step through my lessons.
I can choose to step through my lessons.
And as I do that,
And as I do that,
I help them step through theirs.
I help them step through theirs.
That's my responsibility.
That's my responsibility.
That's my learning.
That's my learning.
It's safe.
It's safe.
I feel safe.
I feel safe.
Releasing all the panic.
Releasing all the panic.
I never really die.
I never really die.
We all had contracts together
We all had contracts together
in many lives,
in many lives.
and I choose to step through them
And I choose to step through them
with the help of my guides and my higher self.
with the help of my guides and my higher self.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
And I'm grateful for the lesson
And I'm grateful for the lesson
and the learning
and the learning
and the joy of my guide jumping up and down right now.
and the joy of my guides jumping up and down. I can feel them holding around here now.
Saying, yay!
Saying, yay, you're safe. It's okay.
We're stepping through it.
We're stepping through it.
They've
Now,
They've waited a long time for
finally.
this.
Mm.
Stepping through it with joy.
Stepping through it with joy.
This is a lesson I set for myself,
This is the lesson I set for myself.
and I'm passing the test
And I'm passing the test
with flying colours.
with flying colours.
I'm safe,
I'm safe.
and I bring that safe feeling
And I bring that safe feeling
and that joy
and that joy
into me now.
into me now.
What colour is that?
Grey.
Grey?
Grey.
Mm. So I see grey. I see. Closest colour is silver.
Grey.
Mm-hmm. Bringing that into my body, into my cells.
Into my cells.
That beautiful silver grey.
That beautiful silver grey.
Dissolving all the responsibility for others.
Dissolving. Resolve all the responsibility for others.
I'm responsible for my own learning and lessons.
I'm responsible for my own learning and lessons.
And as I step through them,
And as I step through them,
I raise the vibration of the whole planet
I raise the vibration of the whole planet
and assist others to step through theirs.
and assist others to step through theirs.
By example,
By example,
and by raising my own vibration.
and by raising my own vibration.
And that's what I'm committed to.
And that's what I'm committed to.
Breathe that in. How many people did that relate to? See how many people you helped already? And all the people that watch the video.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Well done. Let's
Wow,
read
that
out
was amazing.
what silver says. Never had someone say grey before, but grey silver's the closest. So
Yeah.
this essence is incisive, elegant, and clarifying. It cuts through resistance and falsity, gently bringing us back to truth. It has the brightness of sparkling crystalline moon energy, combined with the potency, alchemy, and steeliness of silver metal. Silver helps release overthinking and mind-based stress, and assists us in transmuting all that we are truly ready to change. Silver is helpful in clearing ancestral beliefs and inherited behaviours. It enables us to connect with deeply held wisdom from within. It's also excellent for working with animals. For people to have a deep intuitive connection with animals, and it swiftly dissolves discordant energies. Brilliant.
I love silver. I don't take to gold at all. I love silver.
It's funny, I only wear gold. Oh, there's a lot. One silver ring, but generally gold. But that was what it first came through. It was a metal grey. It was sort of a metal grey. Yeah. Oh, thanks.
We just raise the vibration of the whole
planet.
Yay!
But it's not my responsibility.